Hello students, my name is Shreyan Sharma. I am from Global Institute. Welcome to our channel Global Institute. And today we are going to start biology, and our main topic is today control and coordination. Okay, so write down control and coordination. Control and coordination. So as we know, plants always do coordination with the help of plant hormones, and animals do control and coordination with the help of nerves, nerve cells, and as we know, nervous system. And the main part of nervous system is brain and spinal cord. So when we talk about plants, if plants need to accommodate anything, need to survive in the environment, then as we know, plant hormones are the basic thing they have. Okay, so as we know, plants plants do coordination with the help of plant hormone. Plant hormones. What are plant hormones? Plant hormones are those hormones with the help of them plant grows or give a response towards a stimulus. This is the basic thing. And as we know, in the case of animals, when we talk about animals, there is nervous system, there is nervous system. And the basic part of nervous system is brain and spinal cord. So, as we know, for basic movements like running, cycling, other type of activities with our body, everything is just dependable on brain and spinal cord. So, by the way, now after this basic part, plant hormone and animals में nervous system, दोनों में ही अलग अलग तरीके हैं. प्लांट के अंदर नर्वस सिस्टम नहीं होता. प्लांट डू नॉट हैव नर्व्स और अदर ऑर्गन्स टू सपोर्ट देम. सो वहाँ पे प्लांट हार्मोन्स है. एंड जब हम बात करते हैं एनिमल्स की, तो वहाँ पे है नर्वस सिस्टम, ब्रेन एंड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड आर द मेन सिस्टम ऑफ नर्वस सिस्टम. सो अब हम बात करेंगे द वर्किंग ऑफ प्लांट हार्मोन. सो द वर्किंग ऑफ प्लांट हार्मोन्स, कैसे प्लांट्स काम करते हैं या कैसे तरीके से वो चीजें करते हैं. ठीक है, अब देखिएगा. What are the basic requirements of plant hormones? So plant hormones are not about the requirements, they are necessary for plants to respond towards the stimulus and towards growth. So plant hormones helps in growth plus aging of leaves, responses towards light, gravity, chemical, etc. So as we are going to discuss about them, and those hormones, they are responsible for growth, aging of leaves, response towards light, gravity, chemical. And these responses towards stimulus are known as tropism. What are tropism? Tell me. So tropism are when a plant responds towards a stimulus. This is known as tropism. So, types of plant hormones. How many types of plant hormones? Tell me. तो प्लांट हार्मोन्स की अगर हम बात करें तो प्लांट हार्मोन्स आर फोर टाइप्स. वन इज ऑक्सिन्स, नंबर टू जिब्रेलिन्स, नंबर थ्री साइटोकाइनिन्स एंड नंबर फोर एब्सिसिक एसिड एबीए. Now we are talking about there are four types of plant hormones. So, what are those? Tell me. Plant hormones are number one, auxins, number two, gibberellins, number three, cytokinin, and number four, abscisic acid. Or we can say A, B, A. This is called ABA, abscisic acid. Now, we have a short trick for it and we can learn it by a code, as we can say GCAA. This is also a code. We can calculate with that also. That is for gibberellins. This is for cytokinins. This is for auxins, and this is for abscisic acid. These are four plant hormones. Now, I want to discuss an important topic before getting further with it. As we are talking about control and coordination, so we know that a seed grows. This is what? A seed grows. This is also a type of coordination with the plant body. But if we can tell that in another way, that is called dormancy. One term is dormancy, and another term is breaking of dormancy. What are those? Dormancy. Dormancy is a situation when the metabolism is completely stops in a seed and it does not grow. It just became inactive and in rest position. And what is breaking of dormancy? When the seed gets proper air, warmth, moisture, and other favorable conditions, and the plumule comes out of the seed coat and grows. This is known as the breaking of dormancy. So, dormancy is what? The inactive or resting stage where metabolism completely stops. The inactive or resting stage where metabolism completely stops. This is called dormancy. And now we are going to write about breaking of dormancy. So what is breaking of dormancy? Under favorable conditions where a seed gets warmth, air, moisture, and plant hormone to grow. This is called breaking of dormancy. That is, under favorable conditions where a seed gets warmth, air, moisture, and plant hormone to grow. The example here are seed and bud. The growing of seed into plant. Number one example. And number two, the growth of a bud to form a branch or leaf as well as flower is known for breaking dormancy. So now we have studied two terms, dormancy and breaking of dormancy. And as we know, dormancy, the inactive stage, and the breaking of dormancy, where the seeds gets to grow under favorable conditions and plant hormone. Now, coordination comes under three stages. Growth can be considered in three stages. Growth can be considered in three stages or categories. Number one, cell division. Number two, tell me about number two. Number two is cell enlargement. And number three is cell differentiation. These are the three stages of cell can be divided into these three stages. Growth, that is the most important thing of a cell. As the cell grows, the plant grows, and different categories are involved in it. One is cell division, जहाँ पे cell divide होता है, cell enlargement, जहाँ पे cell mature होता है, and cell differentiation, जहाँ पर वो पूरी तरीके से split होके एक और नए plant में develop होता है. So, अब हम बात करते हैं यूजली ये तीनों ही स्टेजेस वही चीज प्रमोट करती हैं जो मैंने अभी आपको पीछे बताया. ठीक है, ये वही तीनों चीजें प्रमोट करती हैं, जैसे डोमेंसी, एजिंग ऑफ लीव्स, ग्रोथ ऑफ ए प्लांट एसेक्टा. ये तीनों चीजें भी, ये सारी प्लांट की जितनी भी चीजें हैं उनको पूरी तरीके से कंट्रोल करती हैं. नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट प्लांट हार्मोन्स. As we studied earlier, plant hormones. Number one is auxin. So first we will talk about auxin. What does auxin do in a plant? So auxins are like, they promote cell growth. the most important is cell enlargement and cell differentiation. ये सबसे important category है किसकी? ऑक्सिन की. What is one? The first function what it does, that is cell enlargement, and number second is cell differentiation. So one is cell enlargement, second one is cell differentiation, and now we will talk about what other factors that does auxin do. So third function of auxin, promotes fruit growth or ripening. फलों का बढ़ना और फलों को पकाने का काम एक तरीके से ऑक्सिन कर रहा है. आजकल के मार्केट में साइज बढ़ाने के लिए कई सारी चीजें मार्केट में अवेलेबल है. इस तरीके के प्लांट हार्मोन सब्जियों में लगाकर उनका साइज बढ़ाया जाता है और हमें बताया जाता है कि वो बहुत हेल्दी है, बट दोज आर क्वाइट अनहेल्दी फॉर फूड एंड फॉर डेली पर्पसेस. नाउ अदर रिस्पॉन्स, what it does, auxin, come on, number 4, plant responses are also controlled by auxins, as we can say, like light towards gravity. Controlled by auxin or they are done by auxin. Such responses are light and gravity. Light and gravity. These are the responses, light and gravity. First is cell enlargement, second is cell differentiation, third one is promote fruit growth and ripening. Plant responses are also controlled by auxin, that are light and gravity. मैंने आपको बताया था पिछले थोड़ी देर पहले कि जब भी प्लांट किसी भी स्टिमुलाई के लिए रिस्पॉन्स करता है तो हम उसको ट्रोपिज्म बोलते हैं. और प्लांट हमेशा रिस्पॉन्स किस तरह से करता है? ग्रोथ करके, या तो उसकी तरफ या फिर उसके खिलाफ. ये एक सिंपल सी बेसिक चीज है जो हम अक्सर प्लांट हार्मोन्स में पढ़ते हैं. नाउ हम आगे बढ़ेंगे सेकेंड हार्मोन की तरफ. So our second hormone is gibberellin. Our second hormone is gibberellin. So what does gibberellin do? Gibberellin also supports cell enlargement and cell differentiation. So first is cell enlargement and cell differentiation. So students, as we know, gibberellin is also working like an auxin. It is also helping in cell enlargement and cell differentiation. And if it is also doing work like auxin, cell enlargement, this is also regarding to growth. So plants need auxin and gibberellin for their growth. Now we will talk about they also help in breaking of dormancy. As we studied earlier, dormancy and breaking of dormancy. So what is breaking of dormancy? When the seed gets proper situations, favorable conditions, warm care, and it is started to grow, and so that is called breaking of dormancy. Now, gibberellin, as I talked earlier about the plant hormone, it means this is the hormone. So breaking of dormancy. Second important work done by gibberellin is breaking of dormancy. Now, number 3 is also an important thing, and it is also similar to auxin, that is growth of fruits. So gibberellin is also doing the same work, growth of fruits. Number 1 is cell enlargement and cell differentiation. Number 2, breaking of dormancy. And number 3, growth of fruits. Number first point and the third point is as similar as auxin, but this important point, this is really important. The hormone that acting as in breaking of dormancy, that is known as gibberellin. Third, now you go for third hormone. So the third hormone will be cytokinase. Third hormone is cytokinase. This also promotes different things, but it does not promote cell enlargement and differentiation. This promotes cell division. So this is quite different, huh? Cell division. First point is cell division, and second point is similar as gibberellin. This also work in breaking of dormancy in seed. So this is also working as breaking of dormancy in seed. And third, it is the most important function in delaying the aging of leaves. So students, as we understand, delaying the aging of leaves. What is this? There is a quite mistake I want to say. Delay the aging of leaves. So what is this? Delay the aging of leaves. हम सब जानते हैं कि प्लांट अगर ये नहीं होगा तो प्लांट बहुत जल्दी से सूख जाएगा, उसकी पत्तियां पीली पड़ जाएंगी और बहुत तेजी से वो बिल्डिंग की तरफ बढ़ने लगेगा, बिल्डिंग इन द सेंस सूखने लगेगा. सो ये हार्मोन लीव्स की एज को कम करता है, उनको देर से सूखने देता है. अगर ये नहीं होगा तो प्लांट बहुत तेजी से सूखने की तरफ बढ़ेगा, उसकी लीव्स जो है उनकी एजिंग बहुत जल्दी होने लगेगी. सो fourth point is also as same as auxin, as same as gibberellin, that is promotes fruit growth. It also promotes fruit growth. So students, note down these: cell division, breaking of dormancy in seed, delay the aging of leaves, and promotes fruit growth. Third, plant hormone. Now we will discuss about the last plant hormone, that is ABA, abscisic acid. Number 4, that is abscisic acid or ABA. What are the functions of abscisic acid in plant? It promotes dormancy in seeds and buds. Yes, we are not talking about the breaking of dormancy. We are talking about the dormancy of a seed. Seed and bud को dormancy के लिए promote करने वाला हार्मोन कौन सा है? It is abscisic acid. So promotes dormancy in seed and bud. This is the first function of abscisic acid in plant. Number two, what does it do? It promotes the wilting and falling of leaves. Promotes wilting and falling of leaves. Due to this hormone, plants have wilting and falling of leaves. What is wilting? Wilting is like plant का सूखना, मरना कह सकते हैं एक तरीके से, प्लांट का सूखना. फॉलिंग ऑफ लीव्स, पत्तियों का झड़ना, ये हम सब जानते हैं. एंड तीसरा इज नंबर थर्ड पॉइंट, क्लोजिंग ऑफ stomata. So as we know, the number one function is promotes dormancy in seed and bud, promotes wilting and falling of leaves, and closing of stomata. These points, they are different from other three plant hormones. So abscisic acid is completely opposite to the other three plant hormones. That is abscisic acid ABA, that is quite different from gibberellin, auxin, and cytokinin. Now we will talk about the fourth point. That is, the fourth point is detachment of flowers and fruits from plant. Detachment of flower and fruit from प्लांट्स. हम देखते हैं जब फ्लावर सूख जाता है तो वो अपने आप पेड़ से गिर जाता है, एंड फ्रूट जब पक जाता है तो वो भी प्लांट से नीचे गिर जाता है. सो व्हाट इज दिस? डिटैचमेंट ऑफ फ्लावर एंड फ्रूट फ्रॉम plants. It is all done by abscisic acid. So all the functions of ABA or abscisic acid is completely opposite with the other three: cytokinin, auxin, and gibberellin. Now we will discuss further. Now we will discuss about the plant responses. अब तक हमने प्लांट हार्मोन्स के बारे में पढ़ा, अब हम प्लांट रिस्पॉन्सेस के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. So what are plant responses? As I told you, plant responses are about giving it like stimuli response. So stimuli response is known as tropism, whether it is from light, gravity, chemical, and other things. So we will start with plant responses. प्लांट पार्ट. हम सब जानते हैं कि प्लांट कैसे रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं. प्लांट रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं ग्रोथ करके. सो प्लांट रिस्पॉन्स ऑलवेज विद ग्रोथ, या फिर हम इसे बोल सकते हैं प्लांट मूवमेंट. In this plant movement is always known as tropism. The plant movement made in response to the external stimuli are in two categories. One is tropism and another one is nasty. Nasties, sorry, tropism and nasties. These tropism and nasties are very important for the plant stimuli. Now, how do they work? How do they contain? We will study now. So, the plant movement in response to the external stimuli is divided in two categories. They are divided in two categories. Number one is tropism, and number two is nasties. So, nasties and tropism. Now we will discuss about tropism. ट्रॉपिज्म क्या होता है? ट्रॉपिज्म वो होता है जब हम किसी एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुलाई के उसमें, जब प्लांट किसी भी उसके लिए मूवमेंट देता है, रिस्पांस देता है, या स्टिमुलाई के लिए एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुलाई की वजह से अपना रास्ता ग्रोथ का बदल देता है, उसको हम ट्रॉपिज्म कहते हैं। तो ट्रॉपिज्म भी दो तरह का होता है। ट्रॉपिज्म इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स। वन इज पॉजिटिव tropism and another one is negative tropism. Before writing here, I want to tell you that positive tropism. Positive tropism is a tropism in which a plant grows towards the stimuli, not opposite the stimuli, it grows towards the stimuli. That is known as positive tropism. And what is negative tropism? Negative tropism is that when the plant just move opposite or grow opposite towards against the stimuli. So we can say that, like we are having one. This is somehow a rough diagram of a plant, and we can just make it like this is just a rough diagram. So as we know, when this is the sun, and when the sunlight is coming from there, sun is here, this is the plant, this part is your room, maybe this part is your room. So this plant will bend towards this side just for getting more and more sunlight. This is called positive tropism because this in this plant responds towards the light and it started growing towards sun, and this shoot will bend towards sunlight. And suppose when we are having plant like this, it just get bent over, but somehow it started to grow towards like this. What is this? I think this is quite funny, but this is not. When it does not get going with the gravity, अब ये जमीन के अंदर तो जा नहीं सकता, तो ऊपर ही रहेगा, तो ये ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट काम कर रहा है, ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट उड़ रहा है, या फिर ग्रेविटी के अगेंस्ट कह सकते हैं बढ़ता जा रहा है, तो ग्रोथ कर रहा है, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड नेगेटिव ट्रॉपिज्म. Negative tropism when the plant reacts opposite to the external stimuli. So this is called negative tropism and this is called positive tropism. So positive tropism की हम देखेंगे definition. Positive tropism. Positive tropism is about when the plant grow towards the stimuli. This is known as when the plant grows towards the stimuli, and we can add one thing more, and in the direction of a stimuli. When the plant grows towards the stimuli and in the direction of the stimuli. This is known as positive tropism, and another is negative tropism. So what is negative tropism? Negative tropism is all about when the plant grows in the opposite direction grows in the opposite direction of the stimuli. So बहुत बेसिक चीज है पॉजिटिव ट्रॉपिज्म। जो प्लांट स्टिमुलाई की तरफ जा रहा है उसी के डायरेक्शन में ग्रो कर रहा है वो पॉजिटिव ट्रॉपिज्म है। और नेगेटिव ट्रॉपिज्म क्या है? जब प्लांट जो है वो उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में ग्रो करने लगता है तो हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं? नेगेटिव ट्रॉपिज्म। So students, now we will discuss about the types of tropism. So types of tropism. Number one is in response to light. So we can make a table, easy table. When it responds to light, तब होता है फोटो ट्रॉपिज्म। जब ये लाइट के लिए रिस्पॉन्स करता है तो फोटोट्रॉपिज्म होता है। जब ग्रेविटी के लिए करता है तो ये कहलाता है जियोट्रॉपिज्म। When it responds towards the photo light, then it is called phototropism. When it responds to gravity, then it is called geotropism. When it is responds towards water, this is known as hydrotropism. This is called hydrotropism. And when it responds towards chemical, then it is known as chemotropism. This is called chemotropism. And when it responds towards touch, then it is known as sorry, this is not. So these are the four. One is लाइट फ्रॉम फोटोट्रॉपिज्म, ग्रेविटी के लिए जियोट्रॉपिज्म, वाटर के लिए हाइड्रोट्रॉपिज्म, केमिकल के लिए कीमोट्रॉपिज्म, एंड एज आई रेड अर्लियर टच, यस टच, देन इट इज नोन एज थिग्मोट्रॉपिज्म। सो बहुत इजी है स्टूडेंट्स। लाइट के लिए फोटोट्रॉपिज्म है, ग्रेविटी के लिए जियोट्रॉपिज्म है, वाटर के लिए रिस्पॉन्स होता है तो हाइड्रोट्रॉपिज्म होता है, केमिकल के लिए होता है तो कीमोट्रॉपिज्म होता है, टच के लिए जब होता है तो थिग्मोट्रॉपिज्म होता है। सो टुडे वी आर एंडिंग ऑन दिस टॉपिक and in other classes we will continue further from here. Thank you so much and subscribe this channel Logos Institute. Thank you so much.